Hey, so phase one is I removed everything from the fridge, right? I got rid of duplicates, triplicates. There was one case of quadruplicates where I went through my avocado toast phase. I have like 3 jars of basil pesto. So anyway, I threw away, what was expired and what looked questionable and leftovers forgotten. We all have it, right? That's all been thrown away, put in the trash. That felt good alone. When I exposed the shelves, there was a couple of places that I noticed something got spilled that was sticky, and I didn't really want to spend my elbow grease scrubbing that. So I took those shelves out, and I have them in my guest bathroom, and I put some hot water in the tub, and I've got my shelves in there. And what I'm going to do is put a scoop of UPP and just kind of sprinkle that in on top of the shelves and let that do its thing and do some soaking. This should do the trick, and with just, I'm probably going to use my Enviro scrub on that. So now I'm going to go back to my refrigerator and start wiping down. So back at the fridge, you can see it's still empty. My shelves are soaking. And this is something that I'm using. This is the first time I'm doing this year. And I love this stuff for my counters and for my stovetop and any surfaces that are gonna be touchy, right? It's the probiotic cleaner. So this is a dilution rate, right? So you get like several of these Forever bottles from the concentrate of the probiotic cleaner. I love the fact you spray this down, it continues cleaning for several more days, but wow, right? And I'm gonna start spraying at the top here. This shelf looks like it needs more. And on this shelf, this isn't really a shelf. This is the framework of a shelf. And put that right there. I've already wiped down the doors and all that kind of stuff. And the other thing, here's something I found, guys, that's kind of fun, is that since I've started using these, which are the refrigerator door liners, or drawer liners, sorry. These refrigerator drawer liners, each one of these fits in the drawers, just like this. I've already wiped out this drawer, so I'll show you. It just fits in here. And the nice thing was, when I went to clean this drawer, it was so easy to pull things out. And the drawer itself was not that dirty, which was kind of nice. And then for I call this my deli drawer. It fits 2 of these perfectly in here. And so I'm gonna be restocking this with deli meats. I usually put cheese in here, some nuts, I'm trying to think what else, snacky stuff. What else do I put in there? It's mostly meats and cheeses, like that kind of thing. Shredded cheese, snacky cheese, like, those little stick things and whatever. So, but the probiotic cleaner, what I wanted to say is, and I love my Enviro scrub, is I love the fact that look at that, guys. I know you probably can't see. Let me go a little closer to me so you can see how disgusting my fridge is. But the problem with this area here was that things got spilled and has a piece of glass that fits on here. And I've taken out the glass. I'm gonna wash that separately. Just treat it like glass, But what happened is crumbs and residue and stuff got stuck underneath the glass. So I was able to pop out the glass. I can't pop out this framework. At least I haven't figured it out. I'm not super mechanical. But look at that, guys. And I know the probiotic cleaner does not have a very strong smell to it, but it has like a kind of a citrus smell to it that is just lovely. With this probiotic cleaner, it's getting into those nooks and crannies more so than just, if I could clean this with just an Enviro cloth. But I'll be completely honest, guys, I'm horrible. I'm not as good as I should be about cleaning my fridge. And so things do spill, things do get neglected, and then it becomes a project like today. But I will say, this is amazing. I know you probably can't see, but this little crack of red shit, it just comes right out. Get rid of that. Oh, this is good. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. Okay, sorry, I'm getting excited. if you don't have those fridge liners, I'm just saying, hint, hint, they might be on sale coming up. So keep your eyes out, guys. Look at that. It's just so nice. And it smells nice. It smells really clean. Sorry, you never do that. You get a wet rag in your hand and all of a sudden you start wiping everything down. I don't know. So this is pretty much ready. I'm gonna go get my shelves going, get this reorganized, and then I'm gonna show you my tips for cleaning the outside of the fridge. All right, I'll talk to you in a minute, just a sec. Hey, so excuse the poor lighting and my tripod's being a little wiggly. So here's the last stage. So I finished washing the trays that were in the bathtub. I actually didn't have to scrub at all. I let them soak till the water cooled down, and then when I went to scrub them, I was all ready to scrub them with my Enviro scrub. They were pretty good. I mean, I really didn't have to scrub at all. So that makes me happy because I don't like to scrub. I really don't like to take the time to do that. So they were awesome, and I dried them with a towel and then a window cloth, but I pulled out a new window cloth for what I'm gonna show you next. So I do need to show you the fruit of my labors. So it's not a perfect fridge, guys, but it's fine. So here we go. This is just how I organize. I've got my dairy stuff up here, like yogurty stuff. I have this little pull thing. I got this, I think, at TJ Maxx for like weirdo stuff. Those little things like, oops, sorry. Like bouillon, concentrate, and garlic, and fish sauce, and whatever. I have pickles, all different kinds of pickles. I love pickles. Dill, sweet, you can name it. Whatever. And then mayo, I usually have bigger jars, but that's what I'm down to, which tells me I need to get some mayo, the big jar. Anyway, and then I have like, sorry, like I said, my thing is really, so like I have like drink things, there's cold brew, there's broth boxes, we have a half and half cream. Sometimes I have heavy cream here for cooking and stuff like that. We get a lot of eggs. We eat a lot of eggs because my brother-in-law has chickens and we like eggs. I mean, they're just a great source of protein, and I can go on and on about eggs. I love eggs. All right. And then this is a bacon container, which good investment, by the way. I really like it. It can hold 2 pounds of bacon and it keeps it fresh. I just really, really like it. I got that on Amazon. If you want the link for that, just holler link. So here's a turkey. Because we're actually going to my daughter's, but Damon and I really like the leftovers, so I'm gonna cook a turkey. It's not a huge one, so I've got that thawing out there. Some meat. These are leftovers, some egg salad that I made, Damon's steak, and then this little sandwichy thing. So my drawers, so this is obviously fruits, and I have like my protein shakes in there and whatever. And then this is vegetables, right? And I have my drawer liners in there, which I really, really like I showed you earlier. And then this is all loaded up. Cheeses, deli meats, cream cheese. I love to have cream cheese on hand. I just found this at Walmart, rotisserie chicken already done. And then some other kinds of meats, guacamole, all the fun stuff. And then the doors, I have butter. I always keep a couple pounds going. Dressings, my Norwex water pitchers. There's usually another one here. I'm filling it right now. But I have my 2 Norwex water pitchers, and then, whoops, there you go. You're gonna fall off here, I swear. And then this is like mustards and relish, and then, like Worcestershire sauce and all that kind of stuff. So it makes me feel so good because I feel so prepared. And when I get all my cooking done, even for Christmas, right? Even thinking ahead to that, I make like 9 pies, and it's a lot. So it's great to have the space. I'm not going to tackle the freezer just yet, whatever. But let's talk about the outside of the fridge. So the first thing I want to do is show you. So this is plastic, right? This is our water dispenser. And we have hard water. I don't know if you can tell. If you've got white deposits like that, we have well water, but you have some deposits. I'm going to take some Descaler, right? And I'm going to spray that. I'm going to go put that over the sink. And I can spray this directly right here. I wouldn't put this on the stainless steel, but this is good here. and let that do its thing with a descaler, let that soak. All good. Coming back. Now, greasy fingerprints, right? Some of you have attended my parties, you know. I love cleaning the fridge. My husband, usually there's a handprint right there that's kind of greasy. And sometimes my dishwasher too, I have all stainless appliances. And so my dishwasher gets those drippies. I have a stainless steel garbage can, same deal. So I will always try the EnviroCloth first, but I'm gonna show you my little hack that I like. I have this little Parmesan shaker, and I like this Parmesan shaker because it closes to keep the moisture out. Let me see what I can do. To keep the moisture out. Yeah, see? But what I like about it is it has this size hole, which I like. And what I'll do, this is a damp EnviroCloth. I'm gonna sprinkle a few little gizmos on there like that. Press that together so it kind of sticks in there, okay? Then I'm going to clean, and it will make this thing all nice and shiny. And so I really like that. I like the fact that it does such a great job. It cuts through the oil. Now, if you're someone that has been that person and I was that person, so this is no judgment on my part. If you are someone that has stainless steel and you've used those pop-up stainless steel wipes or the spray cleaner stainless steel that puts a coating on your fridge, you may notice a pull when you start cleaning because it's a coating. Okay, so that's all good. Now I'm gonna go in here and wipe this down. Get that all clean. Don't want a water spraying. There, that's all good. The other day I had coffee grounds in here because I was making cold brew and I was trying to be lazy and the water overflowed and the coffee grounds started coming out and no good. Chasing with a dry window cloth. And I like to go with the grain of the stainless steel. So back to my little story with the stainless steel stuff. I remember I was visiting a friend in California and she loved those wipes, I believe, and I gave her some Norwex. And I said, hey, let's clean your fridge because she had some, stuff on it. And what I noticed was it took me a couple of tries. Sorry for the lighting, guys. It took me a couple of tries to remove the film buildup that stuff had done. And what I'm saying is anything that leaves a film buildup or a coating actually is geared to attract more dirt, more dust, so that you have to buy more product to clean more. So, yeah. So, voila, all shiny, all nice. Now, if this were a deep clean, like deep clean, and I've done a post on this before, when you're cleaning the rubber gaskets, you want to make sure you clean those. So, like, I try to do that a couple times a year, clean those rubber gaskets, and here's a surprising tip. You can use leather shine to re-moisturize those rubber gaskets so they don't crack, right? You don't want those rubber gaskets to crack. So that's just another little tip. The leather shine is very multi-purpose. I mean, I don't use it just on leather. You can use it on wood, on vinyl, on those plastic chairs outside, anything plastic, just to re-moisturize things. So anyway, that's it. And my kitchen, I feel my refrigerator anyway. We'll go on to something else. We'll probably do cabinets next. I feel like my refrigerator, it makes me feel good to have my refrigerator ready for the holidays. So hope that was helpful and see you on the next project. Bye-bye.